When I first started this program, my main job is student success advocate, which is a fancy way of saying case manager. When I started doing the football, I infused the two programs together, which worked. However, the program that I was with at the time didn't kind of see that, how it tied in, and they didn't really recognize it as much. But once it became under the beacon, Jabron and Gracious saw how it's affecting, it's working, and that's when it started really being a part under that Y umbrella. Because for a long time, I pretty much was doing this on my own, But once they saw it was working, I saw the resources, it became officially a MLK Beacon program. My name is John Michael Williams, and I am the head coach here at MLK Middle School, and I'm also the student success advocate here. I brought the flag football program here to teach kids discipline and how to work together, and also create an environment to where they're wanting to do work and wanting to create the academic portion to where they could be successful. I've been here at MLK for about 10 years now, but I've been doing the flag football program for about 9. I love the game of football. I love the sport, and I love being able to teach and coach football to the kids. The pandemic, we couldn't do anything, and I realized that, man, it sucks not being able to give this knowledge and teach them plays and teach them the game of football. So I love coaching.
One of the reasons I do think I bond with John Michael, he's a great person, is I do know my own personal experience. I played college football, and I remember growing up, I grew up in LA, and in my neighborhoods we deal with gang violence. So my neighborhood was Crip. It was a Crip community, and my mom feared that I would become a gang member. And the one thing that prevented me from becoming a gang member is playing football. Football was the avenue. It was something that gave me a connection to a different power, a different connection. So I wasn't necessarily defined by my neighborhood, but through my experiences and connections with my coaches, through the teammates and the things that we had blood, sweat, and tears in practice. And so it gave me a connection to something different. And I see my support for John Michael and the work that he's doing is I see John Michael supporting kids who look like me. I see John Michael actually giving kids the opportunity to one day to become a principal of MLK Middle School, right? Through playing sports. So football means something very significant to me, and I think the way John Michael is engaging in coaching and supporting youth, I see him as somebody who's actually saving me and helping me as a youth over and over again with all the kids that come through this program.
My name is Kyve Robinson. I go to MLK, and after school, I play flag football and go to Beacon.
My name is Trayshawn Crawford. I go to MLK Middle School.
My name is Husani Cooks. I play quarterback, wide receiver, cornerback, free safety. I go to Martin Luther King Jr. Middle School. I like the supportiveness, my teammates, coach, Martin Luther King Middle School, because everybody's a one, and it's not like there's no I in team, so like we're all together. This year, we couldn't keep all our star players in the game, so that was our biggest challenge. It made it a challenge because not all of our star players could stay out of trouble during the school day. That made our team go down. We overcame it by changing our behaviors, staying as one, and thinking about the team and not just ourselves. Whenever we would lose a player, we would have somebody else because there's always a backup. We'll make sure they're ready, they know the plays, and that's why everybody studies plays, because we never know who's going to be able to play and who's not.
Oh, this football season, like, good. We played like people we want to win against, but we lost. So it's like we're going to have to get our revenge in the playoffs. It was happy. I had to text the group chat, said we made it to the playoffs.
I was happy because I knew it was gonna make this far, but like with us, with us not really being able to depend on people, like I didn't know how that was gonna take us. When my friends get kicked out, or like people I associate myself with who are on the football team get kicked out, it's irritating because it's like they know that John Michael has certain expectations for them, and they still choose to like do what they want and not what they're like expected to do. And it just puts the whole team down, and then it puts John Michael down because then he got to change the game plan, and then he have to put people in other people's spots, and like sometimes the people don't know what they're doing, so then he put in extra pressure on them because then they have to learn everything that they're doing, do it right, and like it's just a lot.
Kaive is a young lady that I just see is very passionate about football. And that's really a lot of my experience with her, is seeing her on that football team when game time is on, when practice is on. She's really focused, and I just love seeing her in that setting.
Trayshawn had to overcome himself, meaning learning how to change the way he moves as far as during class time, during school time, staying in class, not reacting right away. You ready? How you feeling?
Yeah.
You ready? You gotta make up for last week.
All right.
Because you wasn't there. You said that we came in without y'all, right? Without you, right? Prove it. Show me we came in without you. It's your opportunity. All right? It's your opportunity. Show us. Be a leader. You got me? It's your opportunity, bro.
Usani is a young man that has so much potential. He's somebody that you gotta catch one-on-one, one-on-three, a couple, you know what I'm saying? You have to really catch him in a small group setting, because when the lights are on, there's a lot of people around, he's trying to be the man. And but when you really get a chance to sit and talk with him, really, really smart dude. I hate to use that as a cliche, because all of our kids are smart, but he definitely has a lot of ideas about his future that you don't get to know until you really have a chance to sit down and talk with him.
Kaive, when we started training camp, I had 6 girls. By the end of training camp, before the season started, I went down to 2. Kaive definitely was my leader as far as females. And just seeing when we first started to during the season how she retained stuff, and like she was definitely one of my best players. Definitely by far one of my best players.
I hope that she goes on to really do more sports. She has a big personality. She has a family that's the biggest cheerleaders out there. So she has to play some sports because her mom and her family, they are there cheering loud, whether it's basketball, flag football. So I'm sure I hope that she continues to play a lot of sports. And, I think that the sports will be a ticket for her to experience new things and see new things and just continue to grow as a young person.
So it's like we're gonna have to get our revenge in the playoffs. It was happy. I had to text the group chat, said we made it to the playoffs.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we gotta do a playing game because our season's officially over. Because when we get back, our bye week is the last week of regular season, and then we probably gotta do a playing game. Come to find out that when I got back, the decision was made by the league that there were 3 teams that was tied for the bottom. And that was us, that was Willie Brown, that was Miss Valley.
Yeah, I was shocked because we had our record was bad. And we still made it to the playoffs. Play as a team, no playing around in practice, no playing around on the sideline. Make sure they got to listen to the coach and the captains.
Crazy thing is that we beat Willie Brown beat Viz had beat us. So it was a three-way tie for the last place. So they decided to go by scoring between the three of us when we played each other. How many points was allowed? We had given 20 points to Willie Brown. So, and then Willie Brown gave up 28 points to Viz. Viz gave up 56. That put Viz Valley in last place, which will put Willie Brown and us, MLK, at a tie. Seeing how we beat Willie Brown, that put us over the top of Willie Brown. And the top three are guaranteed playoff spots, while the bottom two have to do a playing game.
I feel we shouldn't have been on our heels about not knowing if we was gonna make the playoffs or not, because we should have been undefeated this season. It's okay that we're gonna make a comeback. We was happy. We was all like just screaming, playoff bound, playoff bound. Everybody was excited. We weren't really too shocked because we kind of already knew that we was gonna make the playoffs just off of the matchups.
So at this point, we realized, oh man, we're in a playoff spot. But there's one more week left. We have a bye week. And so Willie Brown had to play a team and Viz Valley had to play a team. And so they had to win those games, get us in the bottom. If they both lost, then things stay the same. We're in third place, playoffs are done. It's already set. So they both lost those games and we was guaranteed playoff spots. So we was able to make playoffs, and then Willie Brown Viz Valley had to do a playing game. All right, keep it up. Make sure they don't get past you after you snap. You got to get quick enough so they don't get past you. Okay, don't hold them. Just don't hurt them. Just okay. All right, we good?
Yeah, 2 more to go, guys. 2 more.
Score on 3. 1, 2, 3. Score.
Over the past 6 years, John Michael has really helped to expand the flag football program citywide. And so they've been able to make it more of a formal part of San Francisco Unified School District. There's different resources. The Baby YMCA as an organization has been able to support it even more over the past 6 years. They're really working a lot on the league, the citywide league aspect of it.
And I've been a part of it since. In fact, this year is the 20th anniversary of the Flag Football League. Being a big part of that league now, from when I started, is like awesome because I want to see it grow. I'm also one of the commissioners of the league. So being given that and working closely with the person that helped create it, it's been a great honor for me. And the partnerships that we've had with the other schools that we work with and their programs, it's been an awesome partnership. Looking at even doing other stuff outside of football together, you know, to make it even grow more. But yeah, we got a lot of plans for the league as a whole.
Well, I think the biggest impact is kids having a sense of belonging. Many of the children here at the school have not participated or belonged to anything that gives them a greater sense than what they experience in their community. But now being part of the team allows them to be part of the greater MLK middle school community experience, which I think changes behavior and a sense of belonging at the school, where kids now no longer feel that school is some place that they have to go to because their parents send them out in the morning, but school is a place that they want to go to because they have something that validates them when they show up.
I don't think the students are aware that a program is changing them to become a better person. I think they're more there for the sport, not necessarily to win, but just for the sport. But I think that they do get that extra push of like being a better person and you know, them wanting to do better, having actual goals that they probably didn't have before.
What he does is he's a mentor for his kids also. So if kids are having any type of challenges inside of the classroom, if they show up with respect to referrals or show up with respect to attendance being an issue, then those individuals actually become part of John Michael's support system, where those kids are getting additional support so that they can make better decisions at the school site. So now we're talking about, it's not just about a football program, but you're literally helping kids cope with their own internal mechanisms for making better decisions at the school site.
The kids are normally walking out of class, getting in trouble, but they're good kids. They mean well and they want to do good. They just need a little bit of guidance. Well, having check-ins with John Michael has been really helpful for them. They're able to check in with them when they're in trouble. John Michael steps in and supports them and also gives them consequences, but in a good way for them to like be able to grow and learn from their mistakes. The growth that I've seen, they were definitely walking out of class and getting a lot into trouble, and I think once football started, that was minimized. It was a lot less of that going on with them. So I think that was at least step one. And then once they started football, I think the growth that I seen was they communicated more with like adults and staff in the school, and towards the end they were showing leadership towards the team.
I would probably be broken down. I would have probably been quit if I didn't have my coaches. They are a vital part of this program, and the reason why they are is because they've been through it. From Alex, who's the youngest coach, he's a junior in high school now, he'll be a senior next year. Had him since he was in the 6th grade. When I first got him, he didn't know anything about football, just saw his brother play. Came over with me, played, loved it, joined the high school team that he goes to, which coincidentally I also helped coach that team as well. So he's with me all the time. Seeing how he's learning the game, you know, mentally. Is he the greatest player? No, but he's smart and he sees the game and he teaches it to other kids. And I have to trust him to do that. Michael, his older brother, he's an adult now, finished school. I had him since he was in 7th grade. He was actually on the first championship team I had. And he's been with me the longest as far as coaching, because as soon as he graduated middle school, he came back his freshman year and coached with me all 4 years. So he's been with me the longest as far as coaches-wise. He's seen a lot. He can always talk to his experience with the team and everything like that. And then you get to my son, Anthony, who has made me very proud in the role he has taken. He's actually my assistant head coach, because he's just like me as far as wanting to see the kids succeed. Talk to him about his experiences, not just on the field, but off the field. He's been through a lot, and for him to share that with the kids and want them to see good and talk to their teachers and making sure they're on top of their grades, it makes me proud, you know what I'm saying? So very proud of my coaches. I wouldn't trade them for anything, you know what I'm saying? If I ever go be a head coach at high school and I get my own coaching staff, those 3 are coming with me. If I coach at a college somewhere, head coach, or have a coaching staff, those 3 are coming with me. They're the 3 that I trust. They're the 3 that knows the game, because I've taught it to them. And yeah, those are my sons. You know, Anthony's my actual son, but Michael and Alex, they're my God-giving sons, I guess you'd call them.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball. Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10 too. Too much shit I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. Yeah, I need a
Seeing the kids and how they change over the seasons is what keeps me going. It's what keeps me. It's what tells me that what I'm doing is working. I should say we, because it's not just me. It's a team. It's my coaches. It's the Beacon program. It's the principal. It's the teachers that do my progress reports. You know, it takes all of us. So what we're doing is working. My hope is that other teams, other schools, latch on to the same formula that I'm doing, because I think it does change lives and gets them prepared for high school and life in general.
Hey, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh. Send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in a big league.